Good morning, everyone. It is February 10th, 2019. In this video, I'm going to share a variety of different articles with you. I usually try to do, at least 2 to 4 videos every time I do them, but I'm going to go ahead and knock all the topics out in one video this time. First, I'm going to share some statistics with you from the National Vaccine Information Center. And then we're going to get into the news items. Alright, as of March 31st, 2018, there have been more than 89,355 reports of measles vaccine reactions, hospitalizations, injuries, and deaths following measles vaccinations made to the Federal Vaccine Adverse Events Reporting System, including 454 related deaths, 6,196 hospitalizations, and 1,657 related disabilities. Over 60% of those adverse events occurred in children 3 years and under. Adverse events following the MMR vaccination reported to VAERS, that's the Vaccine Reporting System, or Vaccine Adverse Events Reporting System. Lupus, immune connective tissue disorder, Guillain-Barré, and the list goes on and on. Yet, every time someone sends their sick kid to school with measles, they freak out and say it's because all these unvaccinated kids. Well, maybe, but if your kid's vaccinated already and they're exposed to unvaccinated children with the disease, by logic of vaccine, according to the reason why people get them, your children shouldn't be getting them after being vaccinated, meaning they shouldn't be getting the disease if they've been vaccinated for it. But the fact of the matter is, once they get the vaccine, they are contagious. They shed the virus for many, many weeks, and you're actually risking other people's children by getting the vaccine. So there's that. And just a friendly reminder, we had more freedoms under Great Britain prior to 1776 than we do right now. 125 years ago, you didn't have to ask permission from the government to collect rainwater or go fishing, own a property or start a business, renovate your home, build a home, use a transportation vehicle, get married, hunt, own a weapon, cut hair, sell a product, protest, grow your own food on your property, set up a lemonade stand, sell food. You can do virtually nothing without being extorted by the government. Now, over here at DC Clothesline, I'm not going to read all these articles to you. I've read chunks of most of them, so I kind of get the gist of it here. Save some time. Now, multiple studies show nearly half of all police families experience domestic violence. Now, Is that really a surprise? I mean, we are talking about people who routinely use violence and aggression against people peacefully protesting, doing nothing wrong. They routinely shoot people in the back. So it's no wonder to me that there's a lot of domestic violence within the law enforcement community. I mean, it makes perfect sense. If they're violent and shitty to people out in the world, the chances are they're probably violent and shitty to their family as well. And that's why a lot of cops' families hate cops. So, there's that. Now, you might think this is a joke, but apparently a woman discovers she just married a man who has a micro penis. I've never heard of a micro penis myself. I often joke with my better half that I have the world's smallest penis, but I'm just joking. Apparently, this guy wouldn't have relations with his now current wife before because he was hiding the fact that he had a tiny wang. I don't know why this is a news item, but the moral of the story is this. If you have a tiny wang, you can do the same thing women do when they have tiny tits, right? There are surgeries that you can get to help yourself out. But I think it's very strange that this is even on DC Clothesline, but apparently a woman asked if she was an asshole for thinking that her now current husband had been hiding his small wang for the full year before they got married, and most of the people said no, she wasn't an asshole, and that yeah, he was hiding it. So there's that. I think it is kind of amusing that if that's the guy's face, that not only did she drop the bomb that her husband had the micro penis, but put a picture right up there along with it for all of his coworkers and the public alike to laugh at and mock him. Which, if I saw him, I probably would laugh at and mock him. So, here's the leftist logic. Texas Democrat Al Green says impeach Trump for Ralph Northam's past bigotry. On Thursday, Representative Al Green, Democrat, Texas, promised to force an impeachment vote against President Trump for Governor Ralph Northam's past bigotry. Yeah. Right. Why do you people keep electing individuals who are Dewey Down syndromes? That's what I would like to know. I mean, look at this dude. He looks like he might have a touch of retardation, doesn't he? I'm just saying. And I'm not a Republican. I don't like either side, so it gives me a legitimate point of view on these people. I don't support either side, so I can mock and show my disdain openly because there's no agenda. I just don't like control freaks. Speaking of control freaks, the Democrat agenda unveiled: murder the babies, demolish all buildings, block the sun, kill free speech, ban all airplanes, and declare a new utopia. And they're, of course, talking about the Green Deal. Where do these people fucking come from? Can you tell me this? Where do they come from? I mean, where do they come from? They are both insane and Dewey and Daisy Down syndromes. Seriously. I mean, where the fuck do these people get their stupid ideas from? You know, they don't have to demolish all the buildings or block the sun or kill free speech or ban the airplanes, because I think probably nature's going to do all that for us. Yeah, probably. But have you ever heard that song, Green Hell, by Metallica? It was on their Garage Days Revisited EP. Yeah. It's funny how music has a way of seeing the future, let me tell you. It's real canny. Because it talks all about killing the babies, and we call it green hell. And that's what these people want. A green hell. Matter of fact, they want more than... They don't want you to have heat sources, you know. They don't want you to be able to burn wood or anything like that. They don't want you to be able to use gas. They don't want you to be able to have electricity. And if you do have electricity, you have a very limited amount that you are able to use as a commoner. And another dumbass leftist politician, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, whatever her fucking name is, falsely claims to be Native American. Didn't Elizabeth Warren do the same thing? Isn't that why Donald Trump was calling her Pocahontas? Another state wants every gun owner to hand over their social media accounts and internet search history. Now, how the fuck does a person do that? And more importantly, why would they? Why would they obey any kind of gun law when they continue their infringement on your gun rights, your not government-given rights, but your God-given rights? It's not their place to take anything from you. Yet, you continue to allow them to do it. Makes me wonder, do we have an entire nation of Dewey Down syndromes? Do we? Probably. At least a sizable majority. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I think I'm right. Of course I do. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said it. It's all theater. Surveillance video captures FBI directing CNN cameraman at Roger Stone raid. Roger Stone is handcuffed and arrested for lying to Congress. Something that James Comey, Hillary Clinton, and Barack Obama have repeatedly done on countless occasions. And probably Donald Trump as well. And Roger Stone, he gets the fucking book thrown at him. I guess he wasn't high-ranking enough to get away with it, huh? I guess commoner brand of justice is what will be inflicted on Roger Stone, or what has been inflicted on Roger Stone. And I don't like Roger Stone. I don't like conservatives, because I understand the conservatives. Mainstream media blackout. The Pope and Islam's most important imam just signed a covenant that pushes us closer to a one-world religion. And what have I been telling you? We're already in the New World Order. Now we are marching headlong into the One World Order. And that's one of the first steps, right there. Next is the currency. Apocalyptic sounds in the sky, mystery booms, and mysterious flashes of light all across America. For weeks, Americans all over the country have been rattled by extremely loud booming sounds that seem to have no explanation. I offer an explanation right now. You ready? You see, the star system, Nemesis, a mini solar system, is a secondary part of our own solar system. It fucks with the gravity, the tectonic plates, the volcanic mechanisms, the weather, all that. And these loud booming sounds and grinding sounds are the tectonic plates being pushed together and grinded. At least that's what I think it is. Could I be wrong? Sure. But could I be right? Probably am. I'm probably right. I've been studying this topic for a while, and that is the most reasonable explanation that I have come across. So I think that's probably the correct explanation. Most of the time, it's the most logical, reasonable explanations for most things. So I don't think this is any different. WikiLeaks tweets Army manual detailing how U.S. weaponized banking cartels to take down nations. And really, is that a surprise? In a leaked military manual on unconventional warfare recently highlighted by WikiLeaks, the U.S. Army states that major global financial institutions, I'm going to have to open the article here. Come on, asshole. Such as the World Bank, International Monetary Fund, and the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development are used as unconventional financial weapons in times of conflict, up to and including large-scale general war, as well as in leveraging the policies and cooperation of state governments. The document, officially titled Field Manual FM 3-05.130, Army Special Operation Forces Unconventional Warfare, and originally written in September of 2008, was recently highlighted by WikiLeaks on Twitter in light of recent events in Venezuela, as well as the years-long U.S.-led economic siege of that country through sanctions and other means of economic warfare. And that shouldn't be a surprise to you. Anyone who views my channel on any regular basis, we talk about things like this, and economic warfare is what the Rothschild family used to gain control over, well, Europe's entire financial system. But it started with the Bank of England back during the war between Britain and Napoleon. So, you know, they learned from them what to do, and they've got it down to a fine art now. But check it out. Oprah's faith healer running a sex slave farm, and it was, well, celebrities who are rumored to have been involved with John of God include sexual predator and former President Bill Clinton, as well as singer Paul Simon and supermodel Naomi Campbell. I believe the Clintons are linked to this guy. Oh yeah, that's what they said. My bad. So, again, these high-level elitists, they're all fucking sick, depraved, insane people who've been inbred generation after generation. And it's only been recently that they've gone outside of their bloodlines, because they keep producing retarded, deformed babies. But, you know, that's a conspiracy theory. Washington Post told America of globalist plan to be implemented by 2025. And look, that is the very same year that we are supposed to be down to, what was it, 100 million, 90 million in population. I wonder if that's a coincidence. I don't think so. But we're going to get into this. I think this could be an important read here. Okay, I said the title. This comes from Daniel Taylor, and we are at DC Clothesline. If you don't want to believe what alternative media has warned about for decades, the Washington Post told us that what was coming 11 years ago in 2008, future history piece. What was warned about by the Post? First, illegal immigrant gang wars, permanent insurrection against state and federal immigration agents. That's starting to happen, right? Not that I have any love for any branch or government employee. I'm just stating the obvious. They're already starting. I mean, we have gang wars in this country a lot, and a lot of different gangs as well. But that permanent insurrection, and that's, you know, right here, right now, it's beginning to happen. Americans are forced into compact cities. Okay, well, that's what the whole burning down of California is about, is getting people pushed into these mega cities. You know, somebody asked me 3 weeks ago, I think it was, to look into what happened with the refugees from the Paradise campfire. And I cannot find any information on these people. I've asked on Facebook, I've looked on the internet, I can't find anything. So keep in mind that in this country, over 500,000 people go missing a year. Some of them are found, but a good number of them are never found, heard from, and they seemingly vanish into thin air. So I would think that some of those people ended up on that list as well. Google dominates our lives with Google Life Services. Citizen journalist are monitored by the feds. That's already happening. Implantable chips allow freedom of travel in and out of safe zones. That's not too far away. There is that Real ID Act that's to take effect here next year. I have not complied, and I'm not going to. This was forecast in the Post's hypothetical future history of Washington, D.C. in the year 2025. Here are some excerpts from the article. After years of nationwide economic decline, energy crisis, and sporadic small-scale terrorist hits, the Ververs move away from the city centers to find safety. The drive from Washington to Contara took long enough. Now the checkpoints at the gateways that controlled movements in and out of the inner district could stretch any workday by 2 or 3 hours, especially for people like Paula, who still had no security clearance implants and little prospect of being able to afford any. So, what they're getting at is here, pretty soon those chips are coming, and if you don't have them, life is going to be made considerably more difficult for you. Does that sound familiar? And this is really what should happen to all pro-abortion people. Next on the docket, a new bill calling forth the beheading, dismemberment, and saline injections of all abortion supporters. Let's light up the sky and rejoice. Now, I'm pro-choice to the point where a life is destroyed. All right, I am fully pro-choice. I'm just not pro-killing a child. Anyway, I thought I'd share these things with you. Let me see if there's anything over here. Oh yeah, there is. So apparently there's been an ongoing military drill going on in Los Angeles. If any of you are from Los Angeles and you get any of that, any footage, please do share. I would like to see it. And if you support my work, if you believe I tell the truth, please do give me a thumbs up and maybe a share. I have a PayPal link below. I have a Discord link below. I have my Facebook, Twitter, and Gmail link below as well. I hope all of you have a great day. Till next time, kill the state before the state kills you.